going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, pill machine's outside in the front. It'll be outside for a week because we got old hamster lord. So in case people like, hey bro, can you do my car? Understand, one of my cars got to sit outside to get your car done. So I'm not really on it, but put my pride aside on this one. So it took me about an hour to move the cars around, but here's what we got going on. So this is Cody Lee Brown's car. He calls it Speed Demon, but I deem it Hamster Lord. But we got some stuff we got to do. So when he bought the car, it was pretty much not complete the correct way. I mean, I got to go to the junkyard and get him a bumper support because it doesn't have one. So we're gonna get this bumper on right, and gotta see what he has in the trunk. Really nice car, a lot of detail and everything. It needs the carpet on the bottom on both sides done. I'm gonna figure out why his car won't come out of park. Luckily I got Hellboy's old shifter, so I can slap that on there and see if that'll fix it, because I know mine didn't stick. Here's the box of all the parts that's needed to get the job done. I could have sworn you had the painted one of this one, Cody. I don't know what happened to it, but I think you had a painted one and it was red on the bottom. I don't know, but we got that. And then I'm gonna find a cover for that light right there. And then it's a couple things in the interior that's like I want to get straightened out, because this car is just too nice for that. So the good stuff, why it's mainly here. So this is a I gotta get my old ghetto hood prop. I had to pull out the stick. But so this car is burning oil and it's leaking oil, and I'm pretty sure I know why it's doing it. I have a good feeling why it's doing it, rather I should say. Let me see something here. Hold on, y'all. Gotta get this thing to stay up. Almost dropped you. I'll have to come back to that. So it shocks. Let me get situated. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm situated. So I see quite a few things wrong. Let's see. One, where's the reservoir bottle? Two, I gotta redo the intercooler. I see the power wire to the system is disconnected, so it must have touched and arced and melted that. And that is not a good breather. So it seems to me that there is a crankcase issue, because you can notice down here, look at all that oil, and that's coming right out of there, right out of that valve cover. So I'm leaning like that is mainly the main source of the problem, because it should not be wet right here with oil. So this definitely seems like a crankcase issue, and the fact that he told me that the dipstick used to blow out, so there's no reason for me to even further investigate. That's a lot of oil that's spilled. So yeah, we're gonna pull this motor out. We're gonna refresh everything, go over everything. the mods this motor's got. It's a full-size intercooled E85 Nick Cam build, and it looks like he's got 80-pound injectors on it. I see the blue tips. He's got 80s, and it looks like he's on a 2.8 snap. So here's the thing. So after I get it fixed and everything is copacetic, he requested that I run his car against one of mine. So seems that this is pretty much the same identical build to the pill machine. We're gonna line this up with the pill machine, and then if it bunk it, we're gonna do the pill machine and we're gonna do Sindel against Speed Demon. So the plan is this week, or today, I'm gonna start breaking the motor down, get the front bumper off and stuff. I would like to get everything on the top end done today, and then see how much time I got left. I don't think I'm gonna get to the bottom end stuff today, because as I'm tearing stuff apart, I want to investigate issues. So we'll just focus on getting the top end tore apart today, and then maybe if I got time, I'll start on the bottom. But tomorrow the motor will definitely be out and on the engine stand, and I'll start breaking it down. And then Wednesday there will not be a video, so I have to take the truck and get it oil change. But I'll be back on it Thursday. Thursday the motor should be done and back in the car. Friday should be motor almost assembled, if not all the way assembled. Saturday should be first start and test driving, and then Sunday should be full ripping. The cars racing each other, making sure that this car is good, and then he be ready to come get his car. So enough of the yapping. Let me go ahead and I pretty much got my work area set up. So let me go ahead and set the camera up, and I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing this thing down.
DJ Subi's E-Freak.
Okay, so just as I expected, he was saying that he had an oil leak, and it was coming from the back passenger side. So what's going on here is a crankcase ventilation issue. As you can see, all the oil is in the intake, which is why this car is burning a whole bunch of oil. I mean, it's a lot of oil going in. Plus, you can see it. So what happens is, like this piece, was it? There's two PCVs. Looks like they're both clogged. That's one of them right there. Yeah, it was clogged, man. See that? It was covered over, and I think there's another one right here, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. So that was the issue. The PCV was clogged. There was no crankcase ventilation. Actually, it was this one right here. That's it. My bad. Sorry for the misinformation. Yeah, so that's the PCV port. That's the PCV. It was pretty much clogged. So there was no crank ventilation. So when you got a bunch of pressure built up, obviously it wants to go somewhere. And in this case, it was literally blowing from underneath the supercharger, and it's trickling down there, making it look like it's leaking from the bottom, but it's not. You get look at, I mean, that's a lot of oil. So there's no need for me to do a compression test. I already knew what the deal was. This was all crankcase. So because this drastic right here, more than less, it blew all the seals out. Like, yeah, I have to go over this motor because all the gas is going to definitely need replaced. So you had that, and then you had this little, I don't know what that is, but that ain't ventilating, obviously, this crankcase issue. So it's all right. I'll have it all fixed, and I'm willing to guarantee that the valve seals is probably blown out too from this. So that's what I needed to see. That's exactly what I needed to see. So also, looks like I'm gonna have to take this to Ed. That's not ideal. Have him inspected. Shouldn't do that. So, all right. I'm gonna take me a little break, and then when I get back, I'm gonna get rid of these. I don't know what we getting rid of them intercooler hoses. It's a wrap for them. And I'm gonna continue breaking this down. All right, so just real quick before I take this apart. This is how we're not putting this back on. Yeah, we are not doing that. So this is all getting redid. So let me get this off, and then I'm gonna conclude today's video. Okay, well, I didn't get as far as I wanted to today due to time and stuff I've been finding out going through this. But I'm about almost done with the top. I just gotta take the headers off and unbolt the alternator bracket. And then I didn't realize this car has an underdrive water pulley, and it's got an ATI 10% overdriven balancer, and it was on a 2.8. Man, if this car is tuned right, this thing should blow the doors off the pill machine and probably hang with Sindel. Probably. We gonna find out though. But yeah, I was pretty shocked when I seen that. I'm like, wow. But yeah, so tomorrow we'll continue on. I gotta drain the coolant out the block so I can remove the radiator hoses. You can see Cody, that broke. You had it too tight. Luckily, I think I have one. I think I do. I have to look, but I'm pretty sure I got one. So I gotta replace that, and gotta get the headers off, drain the coolant tomorrow, get everything taken apart on the bottom. I'll be more motivated now that I know what's going on to get stuff done. So pretty much was, you know, just cooling out, getting my feet wet, investigating, seeing what I got going on. And I got a pretty good idea what I'm up against. So, which I also discovered too, as far as trying to take the belts off with a 10% overdrive balancer is crazy hard. So I got to take the oil filter off just to get the belts off the balancer. So the more you know. So I'm gonna end the video right here. I will catch you guys on the next one.